My name's Kyle Shaddix. I'm a research chef at PepsiCo. I work in product development, I'm a food scientist. I have an undergrad in food science, and I have a master's in clinical nutrition and dietetics. I'm currently pursuing my PhD at Rutgers, and 2 weeks I will have finished the last class of my academic life, which is an
Yay.
engineering class, which is very challenging. I've been trained in the culinary arts in the CIA and at Le Cordon Bleu in Paris. So I just can't stop studying. I guess you touched on the fact that a lot of people don't think of a company like PepsiCo as having a science, being filled with scientists. I mean, there's so, I, for me, it's the other way around. There's so many scientists, so many PhDs, so much research going on. So many, new products. Food science actually is 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 to me the most cool and exciting STEM career because it makes sense, right? You take math, you do in like calculus, you do biology in high school and chemistry, and it's all theory, right? But once you leave that and you go to college and you suddenly are in a food science program, for example, you're not in chemistry anymore. You're in food chemistry, you're in food microbiology, you're food engineering. So it's suddenly you're applying those principles, and makes so much sense. And I just love the application of science to food because really, this idea of application, meaning applying what your skill set. So like people like in my world of research chefs, uh, we we create things in a kitchen, and we create like if we wanted to create a new beverage, or like if we wanted to when we were working on a potato chip that was called like a loaded baked potato, that was the flavor. We didn't just go call and say send us some flavors of baked potatoes, and we actually made baked potatoes. And we had to figure out, what does it have, sour cream on it? Does it have cheese? Does it have chili? What does it have? Who's our target? And then get those customers and consumers in the room, and like give them the baked potatoes, and later translate that into something that we can manufacture and scale up. And we do that for beverages. We did that for a beverage in China, in Japan, where in Japan they celebrate New Year or Christmas with a strawberry shortcake. So I think the application of food to science is something that it's a lot of fun and interesting and fascinating, and they're my favorite people. And with all of our vendors, our application scientists are so cool because that's where that creativity kind of merges over. Because a lot of people think scientists aren't creative. Some people on this call may be thinking they're not creative, but don't underestimate yourself. You might be more creative than you realize. And certainly there are some people who are more creative and less creative, but it's a continuum, right? It's a spectrum.